Okay, we go to see the problem number 2.8. Calculate the equivalent resistance for the circuit which is connected to 24-volt battery, and also find the potential difference across the each resistor in the circuit. See, R1 is 4 ohms and R2 is 6 ohms is connected, and the battery voltage is 24 volts. So how much voltage given? That is 24 volts. Okay. Here one resistance and here one resistance. This resistance R1, this resistance R2. And one is 4 ohms, another one is 6 ohms. One is 4 ohms, another one is 6 ohm. Ohm, the symbol is the unit of resistance. What is the value? Total resistance. Total resistance in series, you know that R in series equal to R1 plus R2, which implies to 4 plus 6 equal to 10 ohms. Okay. This is the total resistance. Then what is the total current? So here there is no junction. The current is same. You know that the current I is equal to V by R S. What potential is given, that is 24 divided by the resistance is 10, which is equal to 2.4 ampere. So this is the current flowing in this circuit. Okay. And voltage across 4 ohms resistance. Here voltage across this is a V1 and voltage across this is a V2. And voltage across each ohm, that is V1 is equal to I into R1 because I is constant. That is V1 is equal to I value is 2.4 and R1 value is 4. So 2.4 into 4 is equal to 9.6 volts. So the V1 is equal to 9.6 volts. Okay. Next, the same manner you find the V2 value. V2 is equal to I into R2. So V2, the potential across the resistance R2. I, the same 2.4. So I will not change. Into a resistance R2 value is 6. So 6. So the V2, 2.4 into 6, that is 14.4 volts. 14.4 volts. So finally, in the result, you have to write the value of current, the value of V1, the value of V2. That's all. Okay, students. Next, see problem number 2.9. Problem 2.9. In this, you see, calculate the equivalent resistance in the following circuit and also find the value of current I1 and I2 in the given circuit. So first you have to find the total current, and next you have to find the current across the resistance R1 and resistance R2. Very easy sum. The same potential is given. This is one resistance and this is another one resistance. Consider this resistance, say R1 is equal to 4 ohms, and this resistance is say R2, which is equal to 6 ohm, and the potential is 24 volt is given. So if it is the junction, the current is differ. Here you consider the current is I1 passing here, and here the current consider as I2. Okay. Now, what is the total current? The total current is say I. Total current is say the I. The I is divided into I1 and I2. First, you have to find the total resistance value. The total resistance value, resistance in parallel, RP, that is 1 by RP, is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. Okay, which is equal to 1 by R1 value is 1 by 4 plus 1 by 6. So that which is equal to, take LCM, 24. 6 plus 4, yes, take LCM, 24, 6 plus 4 will come now. Okay. Then 1 by RP is equal to this value, which is equal to 10 by 24. We can write this as 5 by 12. 5 by 12. And RP is equal to 12 by 5. Or else you can write 2.4 also. But for easy multiplication, we keep this as in the fraction. That's all. Okay, this is RP value. This is the total resistance. Total current I is equal to V by R. Total current I is equal to V by R. I is equal to V is 24. And R value is 12 by 5. So the 5 goes to numerator, which is equal to 2 into the 5 goes to numerator means 5, which is equal to 10 ampere current flows in this circuit. So I value you found out, I is 10. And what is I1 value? What is I2 value? I1 is equal to potentially same P by R1. So I1 is equal to V value is 24 by R1 value is 4. So which is equal to what? 6. So 6 ampere. And similarly, I2 is equal to V by R2, which is equal to V value is 24, R2 value is 6. So 4 ampere. You can check the answer. That is I is equal to what? I1 plus I2. I is equal to I1 plus I2. It is equal to 6 plus 4 is equal to 10 ampere. This is the total current. What you find is same. Okay, students. Next, 2.10. Example 2.10. What is given? The resistor when connected in series and parallel, their equivalent resistance are 15 ohms and 56 by 15 ohms respectively. Find the value of the resistance. In series, that is R in series is equal to 15 ohms, and resistance in parallel is equal to 56 by 15 ohms. Okay, this is the given data. What you want to find? Keep one resistance as R1 and another resistance is say R2. You have to find the value of R1 and R2. Resistance in series, you know the formula for these two resistance R1 plus R2. This value what given is equal to 15 is given. And resistance in parallel, you know that 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. This also can write as R1, R2. Take LCM. R1, R2. Here R1 plus R2. Like this you can write. And what is Rp? Take inverse. Reciprocal. Rp is equal to what? R1, R2 by R1 plus R2. Okay. This value is given. This value is given. How much given? This is equal to 56 by 15. Okay. Now come to the next part. That is R2, R1, R2 by in the place of R1 plus R2. You can write the value R1 plus R2 value is 50. So you write here 50 here, which is equal to 56 by 15. Yes. And cancel the 15. Now R1, R2 is equal to 56. Or else you can write that R1 is equal to 56 by R2. You also can write like this. R1 is equal to 56 divided by R2. Okay. Here R1 plus R2 is equal to 15, that is given data. And in the place of R1, you substitute 56 by R2 as R1. In the place of R1, you write 56 by R2 plus R2 is equal to 50. And multiple throughout by R2. So here 56, here R2 square is equal to 15R. Rearrange this equation in quadratic form, that is R2 square, and take the 15R to this side, it became minus 15R plus 56 is equal to 0. A number, if you are multiple that, 56 will come, and add that, minus 15 will come. So the number is minus 7 minus 8. 7 plus 8 is 15. 7 into 8 is 56. So minus into minus plus. So you can write R2 minus 7, R2 minus 8. That is R2 is equal to 7 or 8. Maybe 7 or 8. Take this equation to find another one value. First, you put R2 is equal to 7. So that is R1 plus 7 is equal to 15. So R1 is equal to 15 minus 7, which is equal to 8. And next, keep R2 is equal to 8. So that R1 plus 8 is equal to 15. So now R1 is equal to 15 minus 8, R1 equal to 7. So what you come to say, if R1 is equal to 7, R2 is equal to 8, or else R1 equal to 8, R2 is equal to 7. That's all. This much of ohms. Example 2.11. What it says, calculate the equivalent resistance between A and B in the given circuit. So this is the given circuit. Here one resistance, here one resistance, and it is joined. Next, another two resistance. It is joined, and next another two resistance. Okay. Consider this point as A and this point is B. Here the resistance is 2 ohms. Here the resistance is 4 ohms. Here the resistance is 6 ohms. I think that is given. We will check. Yes, 4. Okay. Okay, that's all. So if the resistance are given like this, first you close the loop. You close the loop. This is in parallel connection. This is in parallel. This is in parallel. You know that value, that is R in parallel, is equal to what? R1, R2. You come from first. 1 by Rp is equal to what you do? That 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. First step you do like that. After that, directly you can do. So 1 by Rp is equal to what you do? That is R1, R2, here R1 plus R2. So Rp can write as R1, R2 by R1 plus R2. Yes. So hereafter, keep this in your mind. The resistance in parallel, that is Rp for first loop, Rp for first loop is equal to R1, R2 same resistance. So 2 into 2 by 2 plus 2 is equal to what? 2 into 2, 4. 2 plus 2 also 4 is equal to 1. So this value is what means 1 ohms total value. And like that, Rp for the second loop is equal to 4 into 4 by 4 plus 4. 4 into 4 is 16. 4 plus 4 is 8. So 8 2s are 16. Yes. So that here you write 2. And next resistance in the loop 3 is equal to 6 into 6 divided by 6 plus 6. Now there is 6 6 of 36 is 36 divided by 6 plus 6 is 12. So 12 3s are 36. Okay. Now this value what? This is 2 ohms, and this effective resistance value is what? 3 ohms. Now the circuit can be drawn like this. This part is A and this part is B. Here this is 1 ohms. This effective value is 1 ohms. This effective value is 2 ohms and this effective value is 3 ohms. Now all the three resistance are in series. So the effective resistance in series is equal to what? R1 plus R2 plus R3. So that 1 plus 2 plus 3. So resistance in series, total resistance value is 6 ohms. That's all. Next, come to the color code, because this, after that I will teach. For this, one more concept I want to explain, that is after 4 pages. So that come to the carbon color code. What is carbon resistor? What is carbon resistor? In general, what is mean by resistor? Resistor means it restricts the flow of current passing in the circuit. The separate component is resistor. And there are two types of resistor. In previous, they use a big resistor. This is inductance resistance. If the current flowing here, it produces the magnetic flux. That flux produces a back EMF, that is opposite EMF, so that it restricts the flow of the current. So this type of resistor is used in olden days, but nowadays we are using the carbon resistor, which is very, very cheap. And how it prepared? How the carbon resistor are manufactured, or how the carbon resistor are produced? See, this is porcelain material. Porcelain material. In this porcelain material, this is ohmic contact. Ohmic contact. What is meaning of that ohmic contact now? This is copper, nothing. This is copper. Copper wire. And in that copper wire, this is insulator that you know. This porcelain is insulator. And in this, the crystalline carbon is sprinkled. The crystalline carbon is sprinkled over it. Even though carbon is a poor conductor, the crystalline carbon is sprinkled depending upon the deposition of the carbon between these two terminals. The resistance value is different. If the crystalline carbon is more, deposition is more, less resistance will appear. If the crystalline carbon deposition is less, more resistance will come. This is said to be carbon resistor. So, general, what is carbon resistor? Carbon resistor is made up of a porcelain material in which the crystalline carbon is deposited, and the two terminal we connect the ohmic contact. That's all. That is called the carbon resistor. And the value of the carbon resistor we have to find, so that they gave some clue to find the value of carbon resistor. See, this is, there are three lines in the resistor one side, and in one side one line is present. Sometime that line also not present. This is carbon resistor. You want to find the value of resistors. What is value of resistor? It is 5 volt, 5 ohms or 10 ohms or 10 kilo ohms, whatever it may be. You have to find the value of this carbon resistor. That you go to find. To find the value of resistor, they gave some order. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is the order. In this order, how can you remain that? B, D, R, O, Y, G, B, V, G, W. Okay, this is the number value. This is the color value. The first color is blue. The first color is blue. Second color is, first color is black. Second color is blue. And third color is red. Fourth is orange. And next color, fifth color is yellow. And next is green. And next is brown. Black, this is brown. And this is blue. This is violet. And this is gray. And this is white. Okay, this is the color codes. See, first one is black, next brown. If black come means the value is 0, and brown means the value is 1, red 2, orange 3, yellow 4, green 5, blue 6, violet 7, gray 8, and white is 9. Okay. First, we explain that. This is the carbon resistor. I told you in this resistor, one side, 3 colors are there. If you think that first color is orange, next color is red, and next color is yellow. If the resistors is give like this, orange, red, and yellow, how can you find the value of resistance? By using this color, you have to find the value of the resistance. Okay, first orange is given. Orange means what? Orange is 3, so you write 3. Next color is what? Red. In the place of red, what is there? 2. So you write 2. And next is yellow. Yes, yellow. In this place, third place, you have to write int 10. What is the color value? 4. So you write 4. So the resistance value is, you can write 320 into 10 power 3. Okay. So that 320 kilo ohms. This is the resistance value. Okay. First color is mere number. You have to write what is the number, you write. Second color also, what is the value? What is the number that you write? And third, you have to write into 10, and what is the color given? That color is write as a superficial power, 10 power 4. Okay, next, for example, one more example we do. This example, the same 3 color. One is blue, and the next one is black, and next one is brown. 3 B's are given. One blue, black, brown. First one is blue, second one is black, and third one is brown. Three colors: blue, black, brown. How can you find? For first blue color, the value is, place value is 6, blue color. And second black color, that is 0. So write 0. And third one is brown. Brown is 1. So you write into 10 power 1. 10 power 1, 10. So you can write 600 ohms, or else 0.6 kilo ohms. Okay, 0.6 kilo ohms. Okay. And one more thing, what is the value if one more color is given? In this side, there are three possible colors they can give. One is silver, another one is gold, another one is colorless. Silver, gold, colorless. Silver. Next, gold. Next, colorless. And silver, the value is plus or minus 10%. Gold, the value is plus or minus 5%. And colorless, the value is plus or minus 20%. Colorless means sometimes they won't give the color. This value, this silver, this gold, this colorless, this gives the accuracy of the resistance. How much the resistance is accuracy. And one more is given, that is brown also they will give, plus or minus 1%. Brown, red also they will give. But in your book it is not given. You just note it down, silver, gold, and colorless. What is meaning of this? Plus or minus 10%. That is called reliability. That is called reliability. And what is meaning of this reliability? How much the resistance can use? So we can explain this by using this example. Okay, no problem. This example you can take. You think that this is silver. This is silver color. Silver color value is plus or minus 10%. So the total resistance is 600 ohms. The total resistance is 600 ohms. If it is silver color, you can write 600 into the value of silver is 10%. I mean that is 10 by 100. Yes. So you can write 10 by 100. Cancel 1 0, cancel another 0, which is equal to 60. 10% of this value is 60. And what is plus or minus 10%? See, 600 plus 60, what? 660, this much of ohms. And next, 600 minus 60, what is this value? 0, 10 minus 6, 4, then 5, 540 ohms. Actually, what meaning for this? This resistance can be operated within 660 ohms to 540 ohms. This is the range of the resistor we can use. But actually you found that 600. But if it is silver color, we can use the range of this resistance 660 to 540 ohms. This is meaning of the plus or minus reliability. Okay. Or also called as tolerance. Also called as tolerance. Okay. If it is 5%, you take this as 5 by 100, and that value you add, and that value you minus. The range is between that. And if it is colorless, instead of 20 ohms or instead of 10%, you write 20 by 100 and cancel that. And what value you get, subtract that and add that value. The range is between the two. That is meaning of the tolerance. Okay. And the next topic is temperature dependence of resistance. See, resistance can change by means of temperature. If temperature increases, resistance value also increases in certain type of materials. And temperature decreases, the resistance value is also decreases in certain temperature, in certain type of materials. So the resistance can be altered by means of temperature, that is depend upon nature of the material, how the material respond for temperature. One certain type of materials like conductors is said to be positive temperature coefficient of resistance. The materials which are positive is called conductor. What is meant by positive temperature coefficient of resistance? If temperature increases, the value of resistance is also increases. That is called a positive temperature coefficient of resistance. In second case, like insulators and some semiconductors, if temperature increases, the resistance as well as the resistivity decreases. This is called a negative temperature coefficient of material. So all the conductors are positive temperature coefficient of material, and semiconductors are negative temperature coefficient of material. And negative temperature coefficient of material can also say thermistor. Negative temperature coefficient material can also say as thermistor. That we go to see now. Dear students, it will take some time, so we can wind up the class today. And up to this, we'll make a glance. Tomorrow, let us continue. Thank you.
Thank you.